Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to the Super Review Show Mixed Bag.
Of course.
We'll get to that in a second. Welcome to the Super Review Show Mixed Bag of Horrors. We'll explain in a second. I am Bill Murphy, joined by my distinguished guest.
We're distinguished. I'm sorry.
My distinguished colleagues.
Exist. We're just a figment of your imagination.
Well, you guys are distinguished. I'm a ghost.
I am joined
You're
with
the inner machination of your mind, which is an enigma.
We haven't even gotten through the intro yet.
Oh, well.
Okay, I am Bill Murphy, joined with Allie and Justin. Justin is not feeling too great, so he has opted to not be on camera today.
Ghosting us.
I send you my ghost.
And also JT had a personal matter to attend to, so he is not here this evening. So it's the three of us, but we got the ghost from the other J Cave.
Yes, I sent my astral form.
Okay, so what is tonight's topic? Well,
Should we discuss the month first? Why is it Mixed Bag of Horrors?
yes. So, we usually do a Halloween special like the Wednesday before Halloween, but we decided this year, instead of one Halloween show, why don't we just do a whole month?
Mm-hmm.
That was Allie's idea.
Thank you.
And so thus Mixed Bag of Horrors was born. So we're going to be giving you some in the honor of the beginning of spooky season.
Spoopy season?
Spooky, scary, spooky, scary. We are going to be giving you Halloween content all month long.
And yes, there's also going to be a Halloween bracket, and we are doing the 80s celebrating Halloween for our Don't Swipe Right, which I will.
And I got to defend my title.
You're going down on that one.
Oh, we'll see next week.
Also, this is to honor the stranger.
I'll defeat you on one-hit wonders alone.
Cheap, cheap, cheap. Cheap shot.
All right.
Okay, so anyway, yeah, we'll save the trash talk
later in the
next
month.
week or whenever we do it. We'll save the trash talk. But anyway, tonight, in the spirit of kicking off of Mixed Bag of Horrors, we are going to be talking about animated Halloween specials.
And shows
that not necessarily have anything to do with Halloween, but just that have that sort of horror element to it. So we're going to be discussing that. We're going to stay away from live action shows.
Sorry, Walking Dead.
Talk about The Walking Dead or Chucky.
Can I just say, though, the early to mid noughties were the perfect time for these shows.
Oh.
The early to mid what?
Noughties.
The noughties. Crikey! There's a ghost on the Zoom!
That's what the 2000s are called, technically, the noughties.
Oh, the naughties. wait, no. You have to do it right, Justin. The naughties. Do it that way.
Naughty.
Oh.
Bill, can we please go into it? Why I'm saying the word naughty?
You know what I'm going to say? In the words of Monty Python, guess what I'm going to say, Justin? 3 words. Wicked.
All right, let's go.
That's 4 words.
All right.
Okay.
Now, let's go into this naughty.
Okay.
We have to start with it. We have to start with it, Bill.
Okay, what are we starting with?
We're starting with courage. Because we're talking naughty, we gotta talk about where that way of saying the word comes from.
Oh man, that was a great episode too.
I will be honest, if we ever do a top 10 of that show, it is definitely Oh my goodness.
Yeah, why did that sound like the Alvin Chipmunks Christmas song?
Wait,
I
Okay.
mean, maybe in one universe it could have been.
I'll be
But
honest,
this,
Bill, this is probably one of
it
the
is
first shows I've seen
creepiest
growing
theme
up.
song to a barber ever.
And it's all poetic. Don't forget, it was all poetic. Dogg. That's how I spell
Doggy.
Oh, buddy.
Wow, this show was best way to describe it was
Oh.
I mean, creepy stuff happens in nowhere. In the
we
middle of
bring
nowhere.
you we interrupt this show to bring you Courage, the Cowardly Dog Show.
Starring Courage.
The Cowardly Dog.
Dog.
Abandoned as a puppy. He was found by
Muriel. Who
Muriel.
lives in the middle of nowhere.
With her
With her
husband.
husband, Eustace
Eustace
Bag.
Bag.
But creepy stuff happens in nowhere. And adopted Courage to save his new
Take
home.
his new home. Stupid dog. You made me look bad. So, fun fact, my uncle knows the voice of Courage.
Really?
Yes.
I'll give you another fun fact, Justin. This is probably one of the earliest shows I've seen growing up. I was probably like 2, 3, 4, and I love this show.
You were watching this at 2?
Yep.
Good God. I just got a peek into Ellie Warner's mind. It's scary.
I look back at it and I'm thinking, holy crap, our parents used to let us watch this.
Oh, I don't even think my parents know what Courage the Cowardly Dog is. And probably for the best. If they knew I was watching this, oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
You probably would be on the psychiatrist's couch.
I didn't understand what was going on, but I enjoyed it.
I mean, we're also going to be talking about the show I have on my docket. So,
Yeah, but anyway, Courage the Cowardly Dog.
There was a lot
Okay,
of creepy things that
what
happened.
do you think was the scariest episode?
Oh, I'll tell you the scariest moment. The scariest moment was the series finale when Courage falls asleep after all the stress and this weird alien
yes.
comes on. He's like,
Oh my God. That was.
"You're not perfect."
But you want to know what? You want to know the first episode I remember of this where I was like actively like covering my eyes?
What?
It was the episode with the hair tonic. Holy shit.
I actually just saw that episode a few weeks ago, and all I was doing was laughing.
What episode was that?
The
Okay.
hair tonic, the one where Eustace had to get something for his baldness.
And then it makes him like super prone to rage outbursts.
I think there was another episode. Oh, it was the episode where they go to Radio City Music Hall. I don't know, and it was like this.
Oh,
weird...
that was creepy too.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yes. What about the King Ramses episode?
Oh,
That episode. Return the slab. Return the slab.
What's your offer?
That's literally going to be me. If anybody asks me for something, I'm going to say that. Is what's your offer?
Oh God.
Like, and also there were the 3 plagues, which are biblical references.
Yep.
Was it the locust? What's the noise one? And the flooding. Floods, locusts. What's the middle one? Bill, help me out.
Okay, floods. I don't know.
What's the music one then?
Ah, God, I don't know.
The
Justin,
Ramses, the manly got, the manly got, the manly got.
okay,
They'll get to it eventually.
yeah, but yeah, anyway, but anyway, you know what I think was a what episode was kind of scary but kind of funny at the same time. It's Dr. Bull's
I'm
world.
gonna go for that, Bill.
Oh my
It's
god.
Dr. Bull's world.
That one I watched at least a dozen times.
When?
When I was a kid, reruns, whenever that was, it was
It's Dr.
mesmerizing.
Bull's world. It's Dr. Bull's world.
That was a mesmerizing one.
Do you think it's a parody of It's a Small
Yeah, it is.
Well,
you know
duh.
it is. Come on, even Courage hates it.
And he has the two
But
cotton
even
balls in
the
his ear.
last 5 minutes where it was just that
Music.
very silent operatic music.
Oh my goodness.
You know, there's actually a 10-hour video of the It's Dr. Bull's
No.
world. Like there's literally a 10-hour YouTube video of it.
Oh my goodness.
I feel like I want to send it to you, Allie, just to annoy you.
No! I will block you for a week. And then forget to unblock you.
Okay, so anyway, but anyway, what about the Freaky Fred episode?
Oh, that's the episode, Bill, where we know how Fred became Justin.
Oh,
And he's
Hello,
like,
my friends. My name is Fred.
and he's shaving.
Courage's head and telling the story of how he shaved his guinea pig and his girlfriend.
and the guy who came in for a trim.
I mean, this
Forget
story is
Sweeney
good.
Todd. This guy is the creepiest. This guy is the creepiest barber.
This is sociopath.
What about
Muriel's nephew? His family.
what about this episode, the one with the big foot? Now listen here, see, you either give us what we want or the fat lady gets it.
2 weeks ago. I thought it was a few days ago. Now listen here, see, Bill. Bill, you're gonna give me all the money. See, you're gonna go rob the bank, or your fat mom, or the fat lady gets it. Yeah, the fat lady gets it.
Yeah, I'll say. Yeah, do what I say. Or the fat lady gets it.
or the episode when all the villains get their revenge on Courage.
Yes.
Oh
no,
my god. See, I was surprised that wasn't the series finale. Like,
that should have been the finale.
it should have been the finale. Like, yeah, Perfect was a great character moment, but that was Courage the Cowardly Dog endgame.
Yeah.
But you know what? It included the best halftime show ever.
Better
Halftime show.
Better than the
So
Halftime
fun
show.
fact
better than
about
the
those
Maroon 5
ducks.
halftime show.
What was that?
Better than a Maroon 5 halftime show.
Yes.
Thank you.
So, fun fact about those ducks. In the
Mhm.
original episode, they were voiced by Ringo Starr.
What?
Really?
Yes. Look this up.
Have to.
So if we ever see Ringo in concert again, we're gonna yell, "Play halftime show!"
I tried getting an autograph from him, but unfortunately, he's not going to sign.
Mm.
Peace and love, peace and love. I'm not gonna sign, but peace and love.
Oh my goodness.
But you know what episode? You know what should have been the series finale? The one before the series finale.
Oh, the remembrance of Courage's past. That one was depressing.
And when it shows what happened to Courage's parents, that some doctor
Shipped
That
him to the moon.
shot him to the moon.
How did he have the money for that, though? That's my question.
I don't know. I don't know the finances of cartoon villains.
and here's the fucked up part about that is in practice plausible. Like, no one would ever sign off on that, but you could in theory do that.
That guy probably would have lost his license if this happened now.
Oh my god, yeah, absolutely.
Peter would have called them.
Oh, they would have been so.
And the ASPCA and all those other animal organizations would have called.
They would have had to, yeah, and for their punishment, they have to watch 3 hours of Sarah McLachlan's ASPCA commercial.
And then the creator will come out and say, this is just a bunch of drawings flipped together, right?
It's a bunch of what flipped
No, this
together?
is real. A
Huh.
bunch of drawings in a flip book playing back. Because that's essentially what a cartoon is a bunch of drawings being played at a very rapid speed, create the illusion of motion.
And then it shows the end, and then at the end, it shows when Muriel found courage. But yeah, you know what? There's an episode. It's not really a horror episode, but it is something I really want to talk about, if that's okay with the good folks, Sarah.
Sure.
The Mask.
Oh.
What was that episode? I feel like that's the only one I've never really seen.
That was the one where a mysterious being in a doll mask who seems to really have it out for courage and will beat him senselessly whenever he has the opportunity to.
Oh my goodness, that sounds like a horror show.
Stays with the Bags family for a little bit. It's revealed that she has the same contempt for all dogs because dogs kidnapped her girlfriend?
Yes.
I think that's what it was implying.
That's weird.
Who was also a kitty, and the masked lady was also a kitty.
Oh gosh.
So Courage rescues this cat, and they're reunited, and it's a very melancholy episode.
Yes, because the cat boyfriend is abusive.
Oh my.
And yeah, they're saying Cat, Kitty, and Bunny are best friends, but okay, folks, let's just say it. We're just calling it what it is.
They're lovers.
Even the creator has said they're lesbians.
Oh, they're lesbians.
Don't forget, this was the early 2000s. Like,
Wow.
Don't Ask, Don't Tell was still around.
So was the Defense of Marriage Act. Like, so this was a pretty progressive episode once you think about it.
Yeah.
This was pretty progressive. But you also got to think of it this way. The show, the creator, I don't know his name off the top of his head, but he has even said that he's even surprised that Cartoon Network aired it.
Seriously.
It definitely is more mature. It's not suited for kids, because there's also, I think if I mentioned one other episode, it's called, I think something about Dr. Zalos, and it was pretty much about depression.
Yes, that episode was about depression. And when you watch that episode, you feel for him.
And in the end, like, I know the ending, I felt like, for me, his rat friend was me. It felt like it. Strong on the outside, but vulnerable on the inside.
Yeah.
Or the Hunchback of Nowhere.
Oh, yes.
Oh my God, that was a sad one. That was a beautiful one too.
With the Hunchback?
Yeah, because Courage really accepted him.
You know what? I think there's the important message of that show is just, folks, be kind. You don't know what someone's going through. Just the smallest act of kindness can
Let's put it in the best ways. Don't be Eustace Bag.
Yeah.
Yes.
The smallest act of kindness can make a big difference. So please just because I think why that episode is so great is because he I love that part when Courage writes to that little note, he goes, "You, sir, are bald.
You are extremely bald."
Is calling someone bald really an insult?
No, and I think that's the point, is he's making a mountain out of a molehill. And even when he complains to Muriel, but he called me bald.
Eustace,
Bald.
you are bald.
Oh my goodness.
I really do love that episode.
That was such a good one. Is that it? Oh, go on, Bill.
And yeah, but this episode was this show. Don't let your kids watch it. It's scary.
This show probably should have been on Adult Swim, not Cartoon Network.
And it's not that they have like
I
sexual
think if
innuendos.
you're
It's
10, you'd
just
be okay.
It's dark.
it's just dark and scary.
I think if you start out at 8 and when this came out and you grew up with the show, and by the time you're like 12, the show reaches its final episode, I think you're okay.
Like, I remember when I was a
You started
kid, I
watching this at
remember
5.
don't show 5-year-olds this.
Don't show
I-
2-year-olds this, like me.
I think
started
I was,
too,
I
people.
think I was 5 or 6 when the pilot was aired. Because I remember they were airing a bunch of different pilots in
I
this
thought
block.
Kurt started in 99.
What?
I thought Courage the Cowardly Dog started in 99.
Yeah, so I was
Looking at
5. I remember clearly there was a block of pilots that were being aired as like a special, like this 2-hour special of pilots. And a few of them got picked up. It was this, Kids Next Door, and this is my segue into the next one.
I know what you're talking about.
Billy and Mandy.
Yes. And by the way,
What
Courage is November
happened?
12, 99.
You guys
Just got said.
just
Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
I know.
Pretty much the whole thing is, I could talk about the pilot.
Or
Grim
as it was
Adventures of Billy and
known
Mandy.
before,
What?
or as it was known before, as Grim and Evil.
Ooh.
That is true.
Yes.
For those of you who don't know, this was a dual block of the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy and another show called Evil Con Carne.
You were con carne.
Obviously, Billy and Mandy proved to be the more popular one because Evil Con Carne eventually got canceled. And
One of the characters ended up on the show.
Yes, they migrated General Scar.
That's
into
Scar.
Enfield.
But how did Grim get stuck with Billy and Mandy, Justin?
I am so glad you asked, Allie. So, on Mr. Snubbles' birthday, who is Billy's pet guinea pig, the Grim Reaper visits to reap Mr. Snubbles' soul. So Mandy, being the evil little, what she is.
Goth child.
Yeah.
That's all she is. She's goth.
Okay, gotcha. Well, I think she's a little more than a gotcha, but at this point, yes, gotcha. She challenges Death into to a bet.
To a limbo contest.
Which ends up being a limbo contest. If the Grim Reaper wins, he gets Mr. Snubbles, and I think Billy. I don't know if that was officially part of the deal or not, but that was a line of dialogue in there. If the Reaper loses, they keep the hamster, guinea pig, whatever, and Grim becomes their best friend forever.
And ever, and ever, and
And
ever,
ever,
and ever, and ever, and and ever.
And you know the funniest thing about this show is Grim hates being with these kids.
That is the best part of the show.
Like he absolutely just loathes every minute of it.
Well, eventually he just accepts that this is his life now, and he's like,
Yeah.
it's more groaning and mumbling, and
It's like Grim's like a grandfather having to watch his grandkids.
essentially.
Grandkids that he doesn't even like.
But just the concept of the show, your best friend is the Grim Reaper.
And throughout the series, people just grow to accept it, like, oh, hey, Grim, what's up?
Yeah, especially
Billy's
mother.
dad,
The
Erwin.
mother goes through quite the transformation.
Isn't it during like the first couple seasons, Billy's mom had a rivalry with Grim?
Yes. Gladys never accepted Grim. He thinks that he is an evil that is going to corrupt her son.
He's the Grim Reaper, so what do you expect?
And I think the opposite is true. That the son is corrupting Grim. And yeah, the rivalry makes for some fun episodes.
Oh, I do also have a fun fact from the creator himself, Maxwell Adams. Billy, according to him, is actually autistic.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
And the creator actually has Asperger's syndrome himself.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
Maxwell Adams is
On
autistic.
the spectrum.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So if we have any viewers who are on the spectrum, you could be one of the most successful Cartoon Network shows creator is on the spectrum. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Makes me now want to watch. I watch Billy and Mandy a lot. It makes me want to just watch it all. Watch it more. Yeah. I mean, it's sad Cartoon Network cut this show.
Yeah, why do they cut it?
Well, they were going to have a spin-off called Underfed.
Oh, yes, I remember that. First off,
They launched the movie as a pilot. But I guess it wasn't well received. I don't know. So yeah,
I hope we get a revival of Billy and Mandy.
Yeah, Billy and Mandy was a fun one.
But I don't think Cartoon Network's going to take it, though. They're owned by Warner Brothers, but HBO Max take it.
Kind of a bygone era where you could get away with more of this stuff.
Because you know what? That era of Cartoon Network, Ed and Eddie, Powerpuff Girls, Courage, Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, Codename Kid Next Door. That era's gone.
Are you taking my segue?
What was that?
It sounds like you're taking my segue.
How am I taking your segue?
You started naming a bunch of shows. I thought you were going to segue into another show.
No, first off, we're just talking about, the 2000s Cartoon Network was the best era.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Right. Oh my goodness! But there was so many good characters on there.
Now, so
I think
shut up,
Justin, going into Halloween, they actually had an episode where they showed some of the old Halloween monsters like Dracula, the Bride of Frankenstein, the Wolfman, in the Home of the Angels.
Oh, I remember that. Dracula.
Yeah.
Ever
since Dracula came on Billy and Mandy, he became my favorite character.
You know what one of my favorite episodes is? The one when Mandy joins that club and they're summoning like this monster to eat everyone. It's just like this small thing.
The Secret Snake Club.
Ah, the Secret Snake Club.
And Grim's like, oh, hey, Grim, what's up? Like, oh, what are you doing these days? I'm stuck with a dumb one and a mean one. That again, I think that's like the best part of the show. That Grimm resents being with Billy and Mandy. He absolutely resents it.
Yeah.
Oh,
And also remember, brain, give me your brain,
oh
brain.
Bill,
God, I
Bill.
finally had that out of my head.
Bill,
Yes.
destroy us all! Destroy us all! Destroy us all! Come on, you can't forget that. That should have been a 10-hour thing. Actually, I should make that my ringtone. Comment below if you want this to be my next ringtone.
Comment below.
Ooh.
I'll do it.
Give me your brain.
I mean,
But
to be
let's
honest,
not forget
the
the
horror
scariest
side-
episode of all.
What episode is that?
The one where Mandy smiled.
Oh, Martha Mandy! The life lesson here is don't make Mandy smile.
Who knew that Mandy smiling was the equivalent of, say, Doctor Strange resurrecting Christine Palmer?
Oh my goodness. Pretty much, Mandy's smile messes with the natural order of life.
Of reality, yeah.
Or you know what? Grim Reaper, I find you guilty. Your punishment is 24 hours of community
50
service.
hours.
What? 50 hours?
50 hours. Oh, wait, we forgot about one other episode.
And don't forget, I sentenced you to 24 hours of dancing.
You forgot one more episode we haven't mentioned, though.
Shoot.
Keeper of the Reaper.
Oh my God.
The episode where Billy and Mandy go to court to see who gets full custody of Grimm. And we get the debut of F R E
E
D
D
F
F
R
R
E
E
T
B
B
B
U R
R
D
E
E.
R.
Who was this?
Yes.
Who was
See,
this?
if anyone was on the spectrum, I thought it would be Fred Burger.
I think he is.
Fred Burger. Fred Burger.
Like, he was one of my favorite characters still. He's
I would find a Funko or a plushie of Fred Burger.
so I don't know if you guys remember the video game for Billy and Mandy.
No, I haven't.
I used to have it for the Wii.
Oh wow.
And it was basically a brawler game. You have your special moves, you have your power-ups, your items. And Fred Burger was a character, as was Billy, Mandy, Grimm, Irwin, Harold, but he was in as Mogar. General Scar, Fred Burger, Dracula. Let's see here, who else?
Actually, hold on. Going back to the autism thing,
Gareth.
Yes.
Maxwell Adams actually said that all three characters, Billy, Mandy, and Grimm, are autistic.
Well, you know what? Thinking back, Billy, I could see, lack of social skills. Mandy, sort
Grimm
of.
can get very.
Mandy's the antisocial.
Grimm's a hyperfixated one, I think.
Never knew that. Wow. So pretty much this shows a whole representation of autism.
Interesting.
It is interesting.
We could
my
definitely
mind is
touch on this
blown
in
about this
April.
series.
What was that, Allie?
We could definitely touch on this in April.
Mark your calendars for that, folks. Mark your calendars for that.
Yeah. Shit.
So, Justin, what are you doing 6 months from now?
I guess I'm talking about Billy and Mandy again.
Okay, put that on your calendar. in that year of our Lord 2024. So, anything else for Billy and Mandy?
No, I think we're good.
Oh,
No.
Billy and Manny's Big Boogie Adventure.
Ah,
Okay.
What a way to cap off. I know it's not the end of the show, but it could have been the end of the show, and I would have been satisfied.
Hold on.
Pay no attention to the analytics behind the curtain. The great and mighty Oz has spoken.
Okay. Anything else to say for Billy and Mandy?
I think we're okay.
I think I'm good.
I think it's my turn, isn't it?
Your turn. I know what you're gonna say.
Okay, what am I gonna say?
Beetlejuice?
Beetlejuice?
Beetlejuice.
Juice!
It's showtime.
It's showtime.
The series, not the movie.
Yes.
Oh my god, okay. Did anyone watch this or was it just me?
I watched it.
episodes.
And then I thought, was that real? Or was that just my imagination going really wild one day? But I knew about this before I knew about the movie, so it had to be real.
Guess what? Me too.
No, I knew the movie before I knew the series. And then I heard about the series. No, I heard about the musical, which is a really good musical, and I'm jealous I never got to see.
Oh, it's on
Well,
tour now. Why don't you go see it?
Just don't take Lauren Boebert to it.
No.
Hmm.
Okay, folks, that is our one political joke for the evening. Hope you enjoyed.
God bless.
God bless. Good night. But anyway, the opening to this show is basically like a freaking acid trip. When it's just the madness and the insanity when you see the opening of when you see the stripes going on, you see like Beetlejuice, do, it's showtime.
Mm-hmm. And like, what is it? Every time that Lydia goes into her room and does a spell,
Yes.
she does like this chant. I forgot what it is, and in the end, she says Beetlejuice's name 3 times.
Yeah. She was doing sort of like a spell before the Beetlejuice part, wasn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. You know what? My favorite episode is the sandworm episode.
Ooh, sandworms are fun.
Is that the one where he was crawling around the desert crying, water, water?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's the one that's most vivid in my mind too.
I love the one with when he's at like the Netherworld office and he's there with and then Smallhead, the shrunken head guy.
Yeah.
Mm.
I love when I just love that dialogue between them. It's so funny when he goes, "Hey, Smallhead, how you doing? Wow, business is really shrunk." Mr. Beetlejuice, this is no laughing matter. And then he shows him a picture of stuffing stuff into the mayor's pants, going, while the mayor was stuffing ballot boxes at the election, goes, "I'm warning you, Beetlejuice. You're almost at the end of your rope. One more Netherworld no, and to Sandworm Land, you go.
So
thanks for the ride.
It has been decades since I've seen this, so I have to ask: does this connect to the movie? Besides the characters, like, did the events of the movie happen?
I think so.
I don't think so, actually. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't watched it in a while either, but I think the only continuity to the movie is Beetlejuice, Lydia, Smallhead,
Yeah.
And her parents.
and her parents.
This time not played by a sexual predator.
Boom.
I hope.
Wait, which parent was played by
Jeffrey Wright.
oh. Yeah, but you know what the sad thing is? No. Shake, Sinora. Shake your body light.
Yeah, we might get it in the sequel. Who knows?
Ooh, Beetlejuice too. That's gonna be fun. But
Yeah. Jenna Ortega's playing the daughter of Lydia.
And Michael Keaton's gonna be back. And Winona Ryder's gonna be back.
Yeah, it comes out next year or 2025?
I think 25 because of the strike.
Yeah. Because studios don't know how to take care of their talent.
And the writers.
Hey, well, the writer's strike is over. We just gotta wait for the actors. But anyway, yeah, the show kind of scared me as a kid. But again, as all of this show was fun to watch.
Yeah.
This show was so fun to watch. But you know what? I think it's sort of more toned down from the movie. I don't know what you guys think.
I mean, it's been a while since I've seen it, but definitely a little bit more toned down. Not as scary as the movie. More funny.
Yeah, I think this focuses more on the humor aspect and the horror aspect.
Yeah. This goes for zany, where the movie goes for creepy.
Doug Walker, when he did the top 10 Mine Fs,
Yes.
he said, if Tim Burton never did acid, I'd be scared to see what it would look like if he did. But yeah, the opening, would you say the opening of this show, Justin, is like a giant acid trip?
Yeah.
Yeah. This whole show is a giant acid trip. Okay. All right. So
it's like the animators from Pink Floyd's The Wall watched Beetlejuice. Like, let's make a cartoon out of that.
So anyway, what do we got? So anyway, Allie, back to you. What do you got?
I think I'm debating if I wanted to do this one or not. But, if we're talking Beetlejuice, we also got to talk about the Addams Family a little bit. And not, honestly, this was something I watched when I was like in middle school, high school, the 90s Addams Family.
The cartoon?
Yep. I'll be honest, it's very underrated. Like, extremely underrated. The series.
So underrated that it didn't originally.
Yeah, the guy who voiced Gomez is the original guy who played Gomez in the 1960s TV series.
Oh, wow.
No, is he still alive? Is he still alive?
Let me check.
Right back.
No, I think he's still alive. No, that's the one who played the movie. John Aston.
He's still with us?
I think he's still with us. No, let me look.
I wish I knew you were doing the Addams Family, because you know what that calls for?
Snapping.
Da-da-da-da. Oh, come on. I'm on my own on this one.
I already did it.
Da-da-da-da.
Good, you can do the rest.
Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da.
I mean, it's a shame this thing only lasted a year, but again, I don't know where it started. Like, I used to watch this on like Boomerang when Halloween came around.
Yeah, I do remember seeing some of it. when I was a kid.
I know, like, they had like a neighbor that loved underwear. I don't know why.
Yeah, but let me tell you, I think they used to do it for Cartoon Network, and Uncle Fester would come and go, and I would be screaming as a kid. I would run away and scream.
Oh my goodness. I mean, I definitely I don't want to talk about the other Addams Family. We're doing only the shows. Like, we're not doing the animated movies. That could be another time if we choose to.
You know what? There's something I wanted to ask you, and I wonder if I can get permission, and I'll get to it later. I want to talk about something that was direct to video. I wouldn't really call it a movie. It was more like a longer episode of a TV show. Would that
What
be
was it?
about? You know, we'll talk about it when I get there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll explain it. But no, I remember a couple episodes of it on Boomerang, but I never really watched it.
They should bring the show back. At least for reruns for younger generation to see.
Even the old Addams Family, bring that back.
That's on Pluto. There's a whole channel for that. The 60s one. On Pluto TV.
Whilst we're here, what did you think about the Addams Family movies from the 90s?
Love them.
Oh, the classics.
Love them. No, I actually just saw the second one a couple days ago with my mom. And mom's like, "You watched this?" I'm like, "Yes." "How did you not know I watched this?" And she said, "Oh, your older sister doesn't like it." I'm like, I guess that's why I like it.
Family value.
Barbie.
And by the way, that movie is the reason why I don't like Thanksgiving anymore. Thank you, Christina Reese, and Wednesday. Which is now my plug-in to tell people to go watch Wednesday on Netflix. It's good.
No, but you know what my favorite part of that Addams Family Values is?
What?
Yeah, Bruce, you know what we do that could change, that could make their miserable lives better? What? Kumbaya, my lord. Kumbaya.
And also another person should never make smile. Never make Mandy smile and never make Wednesday smile.
Yes.
Okay, so Justin, you have anything to say on the Addams Family animated show?
Not really. I don't think I actually watched this one.
Oh wow.
Okay. Justin, you're next.
Okay, so guys, we gotta go with the OG. We gotta go with the Do.
The what?
The Do. The Scoob.
Oh.
The Scooby Doo.
Scooby Dooby Doo.
That is a
Where
lot.
are you? We got some work to do now.
Spanning all the way back to the 60s.
1969, I think.
Thank you. This was the premiere ghosts and ghouls and mystery solving and spookiness. This was it. There would be no Curse of Cowardly Dog without Scooby Doo, I don't think.
It's true. And yet people in all generations like it.
Who doesn't like Scooby Doo?
Scooby Doo is awesome. Now, if you want to talk about the Velma show, a lot of people don't like that.
No, that should be gone. That should be gone. Destroyed. Sorry, Mindy Kaling. Not sorry.
I was gonna say, are you really?
No, I'm not. Bobby
But-
Anna, out of all the Scooby Doos, I think I've said this before. The best one's the 2000s one.
What's new, Scooby Doo?
Yep, we're coming after you.
Gonna solve that mystery.
Hmm.
And then you also had the new Scooby Doo movies.
Ah, that one's fun. And I think they have now something similar to the new Scooby Doo movies with Scooby Doo and Guess Who. And it's like all these new celebrities too.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
And I think there was like one episode where all the current actors of Scooby Doo played themselves and their characters.
Ha! That's funny.
Yeah.
You got Scooby Doo Mystery Incorporated.
Pup named Scooby-Doo.
Pup named Scooby Doo.
We don't talk about Scrappy Doo.
And we definitely don't talk about the 13 Ghosts.
I've never seen that one.
Oh my god, it's you thought Scrappy was bad? They managed to introduce a character who's worse.
No, you make me tempted, but I'm not gonna do it now.
It's called the 13 Ghosts of Scooby Doo.
Oh my goodness.
Who remembers the first one of my favorites? Yeah, and I would have gotten away I would have gotten it away with it if it wasn't for you meddling kids.
The thing is, they don't even look like kids.
They gotta be at least in college or seniors in high school.
Oh yeah.
That was a running joke in the first of the late 90s animated movies was Fred really hated when they were called kids.
Mm.
If you remember from Scooby-Doo's and the Witch's Ghost.
Oh. You know what's weird? This is like a fun fact. I think this is one of Frank Welker's first series. He started with Scooby-Doo, Where Are You?
Oh wow.
He's been playing Scooby and Fred for over 50 years. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch like the direct-to-video Scooby-Doo movies?
Oh, the
I
Zombie
was
Island
awesome
one I
about.
saw.
Yes, I loved that one when I was a kid.
Zombie Island was great.
Cyber?
Yep.
I don't remember.
Cyberspace, Cyber Chase, whatever it was called. That was a fun one. They got to interact with like their past self, or like classic Scooby Doo meets modern Scooby Doo almost.
Ooh.
Alien Invasion was great.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything else for Scooby? I need water, not a snack.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I got with that one.
Bill, I'm turning into a ghost for a second so I can go get some water. I'll be back.
Okay.
Ugh.
Okay, so guess it's my turn. All right, Justin, I'm about to do something completely strange.
I'm scared.
I'm going into obscurity. You're scared now even more, aren't you?
Oh, I
What was that?
said, "Oi."
Okay. I actually just heard about this show maybe about a year ago. It was an old one. But I think as it's Halloween season, I think it's appropriate to talk about it.
Talk about what?
I'm going into a weird obscure show right now.
And that is?
It's called Gruesome Tales. Grisly Tales for Gruesome Kids.
I have never heard of this.
Well, that's why I'm here. Okay, this was a show that ran in the UK, and it did run a little while on Nickelodeon. It was based on a book series.
I think I remember the book series. I don't remember this.
The show was the show was based on the book series, and the book series basically was to teach kids lessons. They were basically, you know, the old saying, karma's a bitch.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, there is an episode called The Barber of Civil, in which about kids who mouth off. They get sent to this barber. They don't get a haircut. They get their tongues cut out.
Mm.
Oh,
And they also, there's also one with, if you talk too much, you're gonna basically get kidnapped by a puppet maker and be turned into a dummy.
Oh my goodness.
Am I sounding screwed up yet?
Yep.
yeah.
Come on, Justin. I think your inner sadist would probably love this show.
You take me for.
Justin. You love dark humor.
I do love dark humor.
I think you might like this show.
This seems annoying.
What seems annoying?
Like, you're supposed to be teaching kids a lesson by pretty much scarring them for life.
There's an episode. It's called Mr. Peeler's Butterfly, about a boy who doesn't want to go to sleep. And Mr. Peeler, this character, has these weird looking butterflies. And you know what it is?
What?
He takes the eyelids off of kids and turns the eyelids into butterflies.
Ew.
And
This is some Krampus shit.
like, this is supposed to be cautionary tales, as in, you misbehave,
Hmm.
you are in trouble. Now, will you get your eyes peeled off? No. But this resorts to making your kids behave by scaring the ever-loving shit out of them.
Hmm.
Isn't that the best way to do it?
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Now, okay, the show, the best parts of the show are the opening show, or the opening when a kid is walking into the Scream Cinema, run by a character, this gentleman right here, Uncle Grizzly, and his pet spider, Spindleshanks. And the opening sequences with Grizzly and Spindleshanks are absolutely hilarious.
Mm.
Uncle Grizzly just tortures the poor spider. Yeah, it's a good show. It's an interesting show. I don't know if I can really watch it that much because some of it even scares me, an almost 30-year-old man.
Mm.
All right, so guys, since you've never watched this show, what is your guys' thoughts from what I tell you?
I'm not watching it.
Yeah, it's not grabbing me.
But your dark side, Justin. I thought you.
Bill, this
Yes.
is your dark side, not ours.
Sometimes my dark side has to get tickled. This isn't tickling.
This is boring.
Okay, Allie, what's your next choice?
We're gonna go for another classic. We're going to find The Great Pumpkin. I think we need to get away from TV shows for now.
Okay.
Well, this is a TV special.
It is. But I would not wait all night to find the great pumpkin who's supposed to be giving you treats only to realize it's fake. When I could have gone trick-or-treating and getting 100 rocks. What would you guys do? Would you rather spend all night in the pumpkin patch waiting for the great pumpkin or go trick-or-treating and only get rocks?
Oof.
That's a good
Only
question.
rocks?
Only rocks. Not pop rocks, not candy rocks.
Rocks.
Good old sedimentary rocks.
Damn it, I prefer Ignatius.
What would you pick?
Yeah, I would play in the pumpkin patch. At least there's pumpkins I can eat.
Oh,
Bill,
I'm with Justin on this one.
if I have to get this, you know what? I want the rocks.
What? So you could throw them at the pumpkin?
Nah, throw them at the people who gave me the rocks. I won't get the candy, but I'll get the enjoyment of hurting people.
Oh, you won't give me a treat? Okay, here's your trick.
But if you hit them and something happens, you could be held liable.
Or I use it. Or that's true.
Trick or treat? How about a lawsuit?
Trick or treat, smell my feet, give me something good to eat. If you don't, I don't care. I'll throw a rock and give you a scare.
I'll throw a rock at your pear.
Throw a rock at your pear.
Honestly, this is probably was this one of the earliest? Actually, I think this was the second or the first Charlie Brown special. I don't remember which one this was.
I have no
I think this was the second because the first was a Christmas one.
Yes. This is an all-time classic. This is an all-time classic.
Man. And in the end, Linus didn't even go trick-or-treating. Sally, who's obsessed with her sweet Babu, got gypped. Learn a lesson, girl.
And what is that
Josh
lesson?
is an idiot. No offense to Linus. You choose to go trick-or-treating than to spend all night for nothing.
Yep.
Pretty much. Welcome, Great Menorah. I'm Great Pumpkin.
Chucky Black. Nope, that's wrong show.
Wah, wah, wah. I didn't do anything. He just did it. Wah, 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 wah. Do we really have to get the police involved?
Wrong show. It's fine.
It's still funny.
Oh yeah.
Wrong holiday.
I think that's it for me for the Charlie Brown, unless you guys have anything else to say.
It's a classic.
Yeah, classic.
All right, Justin, your turn.
Okay, so if we're gonna do specials now, let's talk, guys. Let's talk about the Scary Godmother. Special.
I
Yes!
remember those.
Premiere on Cartoon Network every year. There were 2 of them, and for some reason, Jimmy's voice gets higher in the second one, which is weird, but that happened.
Yeah, and this was never on my list, but dude, I remember Scary Godmother growing up.
Bugaboo.
The vampires, the werewolf, the
Oh
skeleton.
my God, Harry was my favorite character. His mannerisms, just him thinking himself to be sophisticated when really he's just a pig.
Oh yeah.
And the vampires, oh no, my post. Okay, I'm dead again.
Mm. I mean, there's a lesson. I feel like this is a lesson though with Scary Godmother. If you choose to scare a friend, a sibling, or your cousin, be aware because you'll be scared back by her scary godmother.
Karma's a bitch.
Mhm. And if you try to ruin Halloween, Halloween's never ruined. You're just an asshole.
Yeah. Should be glad that Reddit wasn't around back then.
Oh, or remember, there's that dramatic music again.
By the
There's that
way,
dramatic music again.
I don't know what it is with the computer graphics for this. I mean, you definitely have the old school computer graphics.
Oh yeah. This is
2003.
oh my god, yeah, this is yikes. The graphics looking at it now do not hold particularly well.
Well, this was 2003.
Something like that.
Like this is almost reboot graphics.
You
Come
know,
on.
I really think they should do a live action of this. I don't know why.
Be interesting.
It'd be expensive, I think.
Expensive.
I mean, unless Netflix or Amazon does it.
Possibly.
I hope they're watching. Hope they're
Yeah,
listening.
but they're gonna want to stretch it out to 2 hours or something like that, and it doesn't need to be 2 hours. It barely needed to be an hour.
Mm.
Yeah, but I always remember. Oh God, did something happen to Halloween on the calendar?
Nope.
No.
There is no Halloween.
There's no Halloween on the calendar.
Oh my goodness.
I remember liking this when I was a kid.
Yeah. Perfectly serviceable for kids. Once you grow up, it's really
Glad you
Fun,
liked it
give
when
it
you were a
away.
kid, but now it's just
it's meant for kids.
Yeah.
yeah, it was meant for kids.
Yeah. We've talked about before the difference between family entertainment and kid entertainment. This, I don't want to say is firmly in the kid territory, but it's definitely a heavy lean.
Mm-hmm.
I could see that. Kid entertainment is just mainly for kids. Family is both for kids and adults.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your turn, Phil.
All right. Now this is the one I was asking you about. Okay, this was a direct to DVD. If that is okay with the committee here.
Go for it.
This was does anyone remember a TV show, House of Mouse?
Yes.
Are you talking about the House of Mouse? Yes, you're putting that on right now.
Wait, what was that, Allie?
You are putting that on right now. House of Villains. Go for it.
We're doing it.
We're doing it. We're doing it. Ah.
So it's funny because I remember watching this before House of Mouse. If I remember correctly, this came out before House of Mouse even came on the air.
No, it didn't.
I thought it was after. I mean, honestly, it's been a long time since I've seen it, but I should see this again.
Okay, for those of you who, it is time for context.
Ooh, context.
There was a show called House of Mouse, and that was when me, Justin, and Allie, we were actually maybe
It's
more me.
elementary school.
Yeah. It was basically Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck owned a club, like a nightclub. And all the Disney characters would be hanging out there and watching cartoons. And there was two direct-to-DVD videos. There was a Christmas one, and there was a Halloween one. The Halloween one, Mickey's House of Villains. So, you know what? I'm going to be honest. The movie itself, it's just basically a bunch of Disney cartoons taken from old episodes of House of Mouse. Oh, because once you think about it, they take clips from the House of Mouse episodes and just put it into this movie.
Yes, they do. With maybe like 10 minutes of newly animated stuff for it.
Yeah. And because you know what, the new thing is, okay, the thing is that it's Halloween night at the House of Mouse. There seems to be an awful lot of villains there. Minnie's concerned, Mickey's like, it's Halloween. They're not up to anything. And then there's all right, Justin, I'm my cynical critic is coming out in me right now. Are you ready?
Go ahead.
You're excited about this, aren't you? Me being the cynic. There is a scene when they're like, okay, and the villains are sitting down and they're like, oh, Halloween at the House of Mouse. All treat and no trick. Well, if this is my house, I'd be running things differently. And a splash of evil, pillage and plunder, and then Iago, voiced by the late great Gilbert Gottfried. Wow, it's the same thing every year. All talk and no play. What a bunch of tall villains. Jafar. Oh, this year will be different. I have a trick for Mickey Mouse, but we all have to wait until midnight. Okay, that part, it's like pretty like, what's his Halloween trick? But then as soon as we get to that, we don't revisit that until like what, another 30, maybe 40 minutes, Justin? Am I right?
Yeah. But it is part of the gimmick of the show where it's just a clip show of old cartoons or modern cartoons or whatever cartoons they're pulling from.
But it's just like it's just like by the time we get back to, hey boss, isn't it time for your Halloween trick? Patience, Iago, midnight nears. I'm like, oh yeah, that. I totally forgot about that. Did you, Justin? Did you, Allie? I totally forgot.
I didn't realize it.
God, there's so much. My problem is there's so much padding. There's so much padding. And then,
Well,
yes.
it wasn't meant for us.
No.
Not at our age.
Well, I watched it when I was a kid and I liked it, but now I'm like,
No, I know, but it's not going to be as good as it was when you're a kid. It's not meant to be.
but then the
This is-
last third, the villains take over the house in a very catchy musical number. It's our house now. But then like the last third, when the house is taken over, I'm like, oh, are they going to do anything cool? Are they going to do anything different? No. What do they do, Justin and Allie? What do? They just show cartoons.
Nothing.
But you know, like the attempts to get the house back are kind of funny. When like, all right, Jafar, you had your fun. Are you gonna get off my stage or am I gonna make you? And then Chernobog throws them off. I'm like, okay, that's funny. But you know what? I think it is pretty cool at the end when Mickey and Jafar basically have their duel. You guys remember what I'm talking about, don't you?
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been
Mickey
almost
comes in his sorcerer's outfit from Fantasia,
Oh, okay.
and Jafar uses his staff, and they're like, and it turned into a nice, wholesome game of baseball.
Hmm.
And when Jafar knocks Mickey's hat off, they're about to finish him, and then Aladdin escapes the kitchen and says, "Here, use the lamp," and then
Deus Ex Machina.
okay, my thoughts. It's good for kids.
Mm-hmm.
It's good for kids. It's just I just rewatched it and I'm sorry. I don't know if this is just me, the cynical adult coming out.
I hate to, Bill, we're old now.
Yeah, it's
Well, older, not old.
We're old.
yeah, but that was geared towards little kids.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like to rewatch things sometimes to see if they still have the same value.
And JT, I hate to say this nowadays, most of these kids watch TikTok and Cocomelon.
Ugh. And because you know what? Here's one of the things. Why not have the villains take over the house earlier and have the whole movie them getting the house back? That would have made it more sense.
Mm.
But okay, you know what? I'm sitting here stressing over a movie that was made for 8-year-olds. So
Yeah.
Exactly.
all right, time. Okay, next, Allie.
I don't know. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about, or?
There's one last thing.
right, what is
Simpson.
Yes, Treehouse of Horror.
Yes, we got it. We have to.
We cannot end this without talking about the Treehouse of Horror for The Simpsons. AKA every single season, The Simpsons has a Treehouse of Horror episode.
And you know what the weird thing is?
What?
They're still good.
No, yeah, but the Treehouse of Horror episodes air in November, not October.
The first one did.
Oh, a couple of them did.
I'll be honest. I mentioned this before we came on. One of the Treehouse of Horrors has the best opening and couch gag.
And which one is that?
The Guillermo del Toro one.
I don't exactly remember.
All of the horror villains, horror movies, and a little Futurama of Hypnotoad bowed down to the Almighty.
Of course.
And you also get a little bit of Pan's Labyrinth, Alice in Wonderland, Shining reference. I mean, Alfred Hitchcock references, Alien, zombies. I don't know. Anything?
Stephen King.
Oh yeah, Stephen King. I forgot about Stephen King.
Yes, one of my favorites was the one when all like the advertisement characters came to life.
Oh, the Batman one?
What was that?
The Madman.
Just don't look. Just don't look.
Oh my god, there's been so many Treehouse. Was the Donut Hell one a Treehouse of Horror one?
Don't remember.
I thought it was. I know there was one where Mr. Burns sends all of his employees out and just tries to hunt them down.
I remember the Shining parody one. That one was.
Ooh.
I remember the one with Bart's evil twin.
Ah.
It turns out the evil twin is
Bart.
Huh, don't be shocked.
Wait, wasn't there one where Maggie was the exorcist?
Yes, I do remember that one.
You know, I want to ask.
There was also the one that was based on the Twilight Zone episode where the wherever the 6-year-old thinks of, it becomes reality.
Oh my
With
goodness.
Bart.
Yes.
They also had a Harry Potter one.
Yep.
I see Charlie Brown one. They've done everything. I want to ask you guys your predictions. What do you think they're going to do this year for Treehouse of Horror?
Ooh, I don't know. I haven't watched the Treehouse and Horror in years.
Did they do one for A Quiet Place yet? Thought
I
they
don't
did.
know, but
I don't think so.
That's
Miles probably ripe for the picking.
they
What
haven't
is?
done what?
Mile,
Mile.
Smile.
that horror movie from last year.
Oh, yes, yes. They got to do something for Smile. Oh, what else? Wednesday. They got to do Lisa Simpson as Wednesday.
Yeah.
They did a Stranger Things one. I know that. They did that one. So we got
But,
Wednesday, Smile. What do you think, Bill?
I don't know. Halloween movies, maybe, because there was a recent one. No, that was a couple years ago. With the new Exorcist, maybe they'll do another Exorcist one.
Ooh, that sounds like. Oh, could that be the opening?
Possibly.
That would be fun to see another Exorcist, and this time it's Bart and Lisa. Well, it's Lisa.
That's true.
Bart doesn't. I don't know. Or it could be the kids at Springfield Elementary, and Bart's the only one that could cure the exorcism.
You know, my favorite Treehouse of Horror sketch is the one when Homer has gone into the fifth dimension.
Ooh,
Sorry.
fun.
And like, do you see the light, Homer? Yes. Go into the light, my son.
I think there was like one more, the one with the black hole in it.
Yes.
There's just so many good ones.
Or the one when and this was in the 90s. The one when they when Kang and Kudos when they disguise as Bill Clinton and Bob Dole.
Ah.
Bob Dole twirling towards twirling towards freedom. And I don't know. I find Kang and Kodo so funny in these specials.
We barely get to see them a lot. I hope we see them again this year.
I remember in one of them, and this goes back to the November thing, when they go, they're foolish humans. They're doing a Halloween special in November. Who's still thinking about Halloween? We already have our Christmas decorations up.
Oh, you know what they should do? Treehouse of Horror Christmas.
Like maybe like a Black Christmas, Krampus, or like Nightmare Before Christmas thing. You know what? Here's an idea. Maybe they'll do a Nightmare Before Christmas thing. Just think about it. Disney owns Fox. Danny Elfman wrote the theme and also did the music to The Nightmare Before Christmas. So maybe
you don't think they've done it already, did you?
I don't think so.
They had to have.
I have to look it up and give you guys an answer next time.
Yeah. But anyway, the reason why this first aired in November is because Fox had the rights to the World Series. And they would not be airing new shows that week in case the World Series went to game 6 or 7, especially the week before Halloween. So that's why the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror always aired in November. So because Fox, in case the World Series went like 6 or 7 games.
Oh.
So yeah. But yeah, I've always enjoyed watching when I was like a really little kid, I kind of didn't watch it because I was scared, but now that I'm older, it's like the creativity they get into and all this.
Oh yes.
It's just a bunch of fun.
I cannot wait to see what they do this year.
Or is the Treehouse of Horror, are they gonna air it in October or November?
Let me look, actually. I'm about to look right now. I'm gonna look.
God damn. Ugh.
On stupid computer.
It's cold.
November 5th, 2023. Stay tuned for a Treehouse of Horror 34. Oh, wait. Okay, so I'll give you a sneak peek. Bart gets to be turned into an NFT, and Marge must fight through the blockchain to rescue him.
Hmm?
Oh, gosh. Matthew Friend's going to be guest starring as Jimmy Fallon. We get Sideshow Bob, and oh, gosh, I hate saying her name.
Who?
Kylie Jenner.
Ugh.
You know, something tells me they might do a Treehouse of Horror with Barbie or Malibu Stacy.
Maybe.
It could be anything.
Treehouse of Horror. Keep on going. Treehouse of Horror. Keep on going.
Can it just be a series itself?
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Ugh.
Oh, I love that one when they the golem, I think it's called, when it comes to life, and
Oh.
Ugh. Jesus.
and then it gets a golem wife who is voiced by Fran Drescher.
Mm.
Yeah, or the one when they do the parody of the War of the Worlds.
Mm.
Oh, there's so many of them. We can't talk about them all in one sitting.
I know. Maybe, you know what we got to do? If we have time this year or next year? Top 10 Treehouse of Horror segments.
I would be so down for that.
Yeah, we gotta think of
So
when
down.
we're gonna do that, because JT has never watched an episode of The Simpsons.
Well,
Shame on him.
you don't need to watch The Simpsons to watch Treehouse of Horrors.
No, you don't.
You know, maybe we'll do that. Who knows?
Anything else Halloweeny?
I think we're good.
We covered the basics. Let's put it that way.
Okay, so I think in the words of Imagine Dragons, there's nothing else to say now. So anyway, thank you for watching, folks. I'd like to thank my esteemed colleagues here. If you want to see more, go, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell. Follow us on Instagram. Allie, Justin, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me. Sorry I'm in this state, but thank you for having me anyways.
Don't worry, Justin. I'm just about out of it.
Well, because it's like, why am I saying thanks for coming? You guys are like always here.
Let me remind everybody this. Please take care of yourselves. It is cold and flu season.
Yeah.
Please take care of yourself. Please stay healthy. And get your COVID booster if you feel it's necessary. And get your flu shot.
And also listen to Sports Insanity Network, Home of Sports Insanity Podcast.
Yes.
Thursday Night Blitzer coming up, Sunday Night Gridiron, Face Turn, and probably the start of the World Series.
Yeah, so it's that time of year. So we hope you enjoy. And thank you for watching and listening. Also on Spotify. So for all of us here at the Super Review Show.
And the Mixed Bag of Horrors.
Stay tuned, because the Mixed Bag of Horrors has only begun.
Ooh.
So stay safe, take care, and
be spooky.
And be spooky.